Hi, I'm Callie from CRK Training. Welcome to my weekly video show, and today I wanted to talk about something that was a really good discussion with one of my riding students this week. So the question that she asked was, when I get the right position, am I going to just hold this position no matter what I'm doing or no matter what kind of tack I'm riding in? And I think the answer is both yes and no. So as riders, and especially if you're just learning riding, there's usually a lot of emphasis on what position do you need to get your body in? What do you do with your body to ride more effectively? And while there's some general principles that are going to be true no matter what kind of riding we do, no matter what kind of activity we're doing on a horse, no matter what discipline we do, riding position is also very dynamic, and it changes depending on the balance of the horse and also depending on what we're doing. So let me explain a little bit further. If we think about the basic principles that apply no matter what discipline you're riding, it's things like finding a stable back that isn't hollowed or arching, but that's flat and strong. It's finding where you can expand through your rib cage without lifting up your chest. And it's also finding soft joints. So in your arms, we need to have soft elbows, and we need to have wrists that are free of tension or hands that aren't gripping so that we don't inadvertently pull on the reins. And with our legs, we need to have softness in our hip joints, we need to have movement in our knees and in our ankles. We can't be bracing in the stirrups. So these general principles of riding and of alignment apply no matter what discipline you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're jumping being horses, if you're out on the trail, if you're riding dressage, or if you're riding English or Western. These are the principles that are going to apply no matter what. And this is why when we talk about good riding, the best riders in any discipline have this feel of balance and of movement and these general principles of alignment and not bracing or accidentally going against the horse in the way that they're positioned exactly the same, again, no matter what discipline they're riding. But it's not as simple as just finding a certain position to be in. So you notice the principles that I mentioned are more general. They're more about movement and they're more about balance than finding a rigid position. So when we're doing different activities on the horse, if we're going over a jump or if we're riding an advanced dressage movement or we're going out to rope a steer, the way that we're positioned in the saddle is obviously going to change. Even our tack changes, for example, the length of our stirrup or the angle of our body. If we're riding a fancy dressage horse that has a very elevated frame, we're going to have a much more upright position in our body than if we're riding a young green horse that's just going long and low. We're going to have a more forward angle in our body. So when you think about finding your riding position and making improvements in your position, think about it as kind of like a pyramid. So the base is kind of these foundational pieces of learning how to feel the alignment of your body and feeling where you're going to be most stable and secure. And as you start doing more and more advanced things, maybe it's working more at speed, or it's just getting more balance, or it's trying to do more precise movements with your horse, that base actually has to get bigger and bigger. So you're going to get better at feeling these principles of alignment and good movement and good balance in order for you to actually get more dynamic in your position and be able to ride better and better, be able to ride at a higher level and just keep improving by expanding that base. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this discussion of position. What are some of the foundational pieces that have been really important for you? What was something that you had to learn that made a big difference? Was it, for example, to stay a little softer in your elbow to follow the rein? Was it feeling a different back position? Was it maybe changing the way that you sat in your saddle? And then I'd also love to hear what discipline you ride and what you do with your horse, and I think we'll see some common threads here. So thank you for watching. Leave a comment down below, and if you're seeing this anywhere besides crktrainingblog.com, go there and leave a comment.